morning. Well, it's not morning, it's night. So good evening. Wherever you are, what time you're reading this or listening to this, it's Cinco de Mayo, May 5th. I hope you celebrated. I did by going to a restaurant. That was about it. But I didn't have anything to talk about today, and I was about to get into bed, as evidenced by the bonnet. And I realized, like, oh, I haven't recorded today. So let me just hurry up and do this. So it's gonna be quick. I'm not gonna be before you long. As the Baptist pastors say, I don't even have my mic on, okay? I don't have a stand or nothing. I got the phone in my hand. Thankfully, it has a protective glass on it, but that's about it. Either way, one thing I can talk about what I'm doing is I have started my first book for the summer season, which is Curvy Girl Summer by Danielle Allen. I'm almost done with it, but what I do for the summer is try to read one book a week. I make up my own summer. I know summer starts June 22nd, but it's summer for me now. So that's my first book. I'm almost done with it though. And I just like, I don't know. It's entertainment for me to just like read so many books or whatever. So like one book a week from now until the middle of September, and seeing what all I can like get my hands on. So my next book after this is Sweet Heat by, let's see, let me get the name right. Okay, I don't like messing up people's stuff. Bolu Babalola. That's gonna be the book for week 2. And then I'm gonna read Conjuring the Calabash and a few other books. But this year, in 2026, I told myself I was not gonna read any books on dating or healing or relationships or anything like that. Like, there was a little small moment in time where I was reading about it because I'm just big on personal development. But there comes a point where you have to kind of like practice and apply what you've been learning. My problem is I have a very low tolerance. Okay, that's for a lot of things. Like when my camera don't want to record, when my sound don't work right, when the internet not acting right, YouTube being weird, because that's what's been happening these past few days. I just be getting pissed off and be ready to check out and be over it. But yeah, like I do think this summer I'm gonna be out more doing stuff, like more than what I had before, because I really feel like I've lost the last 4 years of my life, last 6 years of my life to grief. I really do feel that way. Like I really missed out on so much time. I guess a prime time, like where you coming into your 30s supposed to be out having fun. Now I'm gonna be mid-30s. I'm gonna be mid-30s soon, like, and I've been in the bed, sad, in the house, crying, sick and shut in. And it's like, I'm trying to get out of that. So when we were coming into the new year, because now I'm just rambling. When we were coming into the new year, I told myself I have to do things I don't want to do in order to have the life I want to live. And the funny thing was, I get a reading every year for my birthday. My birthday is in September. And I got a reading, and everything I said I didn't want to do, this lady was like, oh, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do this, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, damn. So that was a tangent. I don't know where that came from, but I say that to say that I'm going to be outside this summer, enjoying myself. I can't wait. I love getting darker in the summertime. So that's my favorite part, on top of like being in the water and traveling. So yeah, it's books, it's travel, it is time outside. And I'm the type of person, I like to plan ahead by buying tickets and planning dates for things. I'm just a planner, right? That could be the anxiety in me. But like, I don't go into the summer just like, oh, whatever happens will happen. No, I'm going to make it happen. So I've purchased most of what I want to do, but not all of it. And we're just going to see how it goes. Because in my mind, it's time to be the new version of myself after grief. Like I've already reinvented myself. It's like I'm coming out. You feel me? So like, my hand's getting weak. So, yeah, like last summer, and anytime I would try to like just go with the flow of summer, it was always something that would happen that would like mess up the summer for me. Like one summer, I had heat exhaustion from being, where were we in Costa Rica? Messed myself up. The summer after that, Oh, I had to spend so much money while I was traveling because the phone I'm recording on now, you know those little plastic phone case that you buy from the little street vendors that's supposed to be waterproof? You can go in the ocean, do all this stuff. Girl, I came out that ocean and that phone was submerged in water. Well, this phone was submerged in water. I had to get a new battery and a bunch of other stuff in it. But it don't stay charged for long. That's why I record on it. But I spent a lot of money doing that. I had to like pay for impromptu travel to do some stuff. It was just a lot. So, and I was so tired by the time we got to August. I was like, you know what? My summer is over. But not this year, okay? Under no circumstance will I be sitting my ass down because I am being very precautious just in general. And I'm gonna have a good time. So it's gonna be me and my books, and we're gonna be outside enjoying ourselves. So one of these days, I'm gonna show y'all my summer bingo calendar of things I wanna do, just in case it may inspire someone else to do the same thing. And yeah, I believe that good things come to people who have hobbies and got some business about themselves, got something going on. Like, some people are like, what's the word? Going out with the intention of meeting people, which is nothing wrong with that. But it's like, if you go out and have fun, you'll meet the people you're supposed to meet. That's how I feel about it. So, yeah. I don't plan on dating. I also don't plan on making new friends, but I think it's kind of like a byproduct of just doing the things I want to do, that maybe that would happen. If it doesn't though, I'll be fine. Because my summer plans are really just for me. I haven't included a +1. I ain't asked somebody to come with me and do nothing, which I never do. But I know for some people, like that's a thing for them. Like they got to have people with them do stuff. I haven't been that way. I will say that I'm a bit tired of being that way. As in, I wish my friends lived here, or I wish I had friends here, or I don't wish I was dating, because sometimes I don't think about a man unless I want money. I know that's bad. But that's the only time I think about it. But yeah, I think I'm gonna have me a really good summer. And just reading this book, how she went through her whole little dating saga in the summertime, I was like, yes, girl. Every Friday, kinda, she was going on dates. I'm like, that sounds really nice. Like, especially dating after loss. For her and the guy in the book, like dating after loss, it can be scary. It was scary for the guy in the book. I'm not gonna tell the story, but like for him, after his loss, he was still kind of holding on to like not a defense mechanism, but maybe like I don't want to say a safety blanket. But he was just kind of holding on to a part of the person that he lost to protect himself. And finally, like he didn't even get his toes wet, but he was kind of like taking interest in the girl and the story. What is her name? Aaliyah. I was going to say Alicia. The main character's name is Aaliyah. And Aaliyah lost someone. And I think she's trying to get into her groove because she's turning the same age of the person that she lost, like when they died. So it's like, yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to not get back to my old self, but like see what does my new self look like socially? And what does that feel like? And what are we going to get involved in? So yeah, that's all I had. I didn't plan anything. I didn't think about anything because work really kicked my butt today. So my brain, I have a compartmentalized brain. I also didn't talk to anybody today, like any of my friends. It was just all work stuff. So no memory or anything was jogged about stuff, or ideas was jogged about anything. Haven't been on social media today. Low key, I'm kind of off social media until I accomplish one of my goals. I'm gonna talk about it when it's closer to time. But yeah, I just want to come on here and record. I know I'm in my bonnet. This is not gonna be a regular thing because, you know, this is really for the house and not for company. And I consider y'all company, but I'm not out in public, so I guess it don't really matter. Okay, I'm in my sleeping garments. That's what it is. So, are y'all reading books this summer? Do y'all read? Like, because I can't say that. I used to read a lot when I was in school, and it was just physical books. But I got to a point where, I think it was like in grad school. The last physical book I read was in grad school. And it was called I Almost Forgot About You by Terry McMillan. It was a really good book. I read it all in one day. But I enjoyed it so much I started buying other books, but I could not sit down and read a physical book. Like I was distracted. I couldn't sit still, and I had to reread again, or I would be so tired. It would make me tired because I would be bored, and I just couldn't do it. So then all of a sudden, not all of a sudden, but I started doing audiobooks. I was like, oh wow, I can actually like still focus on what's being said and still move around the house and do stuff. So I always knew that reading physical books was the same as audiobooks because I used to work for a reading center when I was in college, and I used to do like reading tutoring and all of this stuff. It activates the same area of your brain. So people be acting ableist and ignorant, trying to say it's not the same thing. It's literally the same. It's literally the same. It's the same information processing. It's the same comprehension. It is the same synapses in the brain. It's the same. Okay, look it up, Google it before you out here saying something stupid. But yeah, so now audiobooks, it's like, okay, I can get through this because I can actually process and comprehend and hear and make sense of what's being said versus trying to focus and trying to sit still to pay attention to whatever I'm reading. Like, no, because then I'm gonna fall asleep. I'm gonna put the book down. I'm gonna get distracted by something else. Then I'm never gonna get through it. But I will say when I do read, if it's a book I really, really like, I will buy a physical copy. So I need to buy several physical copies from books I read last year, like The Body's Not an Apology by Taylor Renee, and Ebony Janice, her book on feminism. I cannot think of it at the moment right now, but that was a really good book last year. Those two were really good books last year. Another good book I read last year was How to Forgive. I don't know the author's name, but it's a black book, like the black cover and somebody's painting on the cover. I think her name's like Lisa something with a T. That was good too, because I was a very unforgiving person. I'm still very unforgiving. But that, and I read a book on like polyvagal theory. I read so many books, and I have a notebook that I keep when I'm writing notes about my books too. So writing just helps me retain information more. Hearing the information just helps me process it. So yeah, if you read, let me know what your favorite genre is. Recommend some books too, because I just be really, whatever Libby say is ready, I'm gonna read it, okay? So my next book, I don't know, at some point I'm gonna read this book by Leanne Remini about her being in a cult or growing up in a cult. She used to be on King of Queens. She was the wife on that show. I think that was her. Either way, I'm looking forward to the reading and the outings that I have planned this summer. So this is day 5 of recording every day. Don't know what I'm going to talk about tomorrow, but I will see y'all then.